My dear students of grade 10, once again, welcome back to my English class. It's RK English YouTube channel. Students, today we will discuss unit number 13, population and migration. And in unit number 13, we have reading two text, discovering migration, what birds reveal. So we will discuss all the exercise of reading two text students, that is discovering migration, what birds reveal. So this is the text, and this is the exercise that we will discuss here in this video. So let's start the video now. Let's start the exercise A number. Students, study the following words list and find their synonyms and antonyms. As shown in the example, write an not applicable if the word doesn't have a synonyms or antonyms in the field. Students, what you need to do is that here is an example, and word is given here witness, and you have to write the synonyms of witness. So you have to write as many as words you can, and you have to write the antonyms of the word. So here on the left side you can see these are the words, and you have to find out the antonyms and synonyms, okay, from the given words here. So in a red color I have identified some antonyms and synonyms of given words, indicating with letter A and S. So A letter stands for antonym and the S letter stands for synonym, students. So in this way I have written. You can take the help and you can write from here, students. One word is roadmap. Here it has no synonyms, antonyms, and rest of the others are all synonyms. So now I'll move to the next one. Next we have, students, number B, complete sentences A to F with their correct ending. I to it's a 1 to 7. So here are some sentences given. You have to match this all with the sentences highlighted in yellow color. So first we have, in the past people had a misconception that what is the right and the correct ending with the A. It would be it's a phone number. The birds hide underground, change into some other birds. There is a hide, students. There is a typing mistake is HID. I think it should be hide. And the next one is to supply themselves with energy. So what would the right ending? And it would be number two. The supply, to supply themselves with energy. Some birds stop to feed themselves with grains. C number, when the weather is favorable in spring. And the correct ending is with the C number. It's the third one. Also birds fly back to their habitat. And the D number, as a sign of partial migration. Its ending, correct ending, as it's one number one. Some birds travel to a different place while other don't. And F number is last one. For better flying condition, its correct ending is 7 number. The birds fly in large group or large flock, we can say. So it's all about your exercise B, students. You can write from here. And now move to the next one. What is that? Let us see now. So here we have exercise number C, question and answer. Answer this question. These are the questions, students. You have to answer these question. Now I have written all the answer of this question. Now have a look at the answer which I have written. Let's move to the answer of this question. Here is the answer this question, student. The first question: what is the incredible about the migration of bird? So students, migration, what the meaning of this is: to relocate, to move from one place to another. This is called the migration. Answer is the incredible and amazing thing about birds migration is that during their migration, how they come to know about their long distance path without any idea of direction. So it's very amazing, it's surprising that how they come to know about their destination and about their path without having any clue or any direction. So it's amazing thing about their birds migration. So this is the answer of first question. And B number is, what thing do birds consider while flying to their destination? So what are those things that birds consider during their migration at the time of migration? The first thing, at the time they consider many factors. There are many factors, students, such as changing winds, their own weight, their storm, and sun and light also. All these are the main factors, and that are considered during the migration time. They adjust their speed, height, and path accordingly to ensure they don't run out of energy before reaching their destination. So everything the bird considered during the time of migration, and there are so many factors that they have to consider at the time of migration. And C number is, which animal other than the birds migrate to new place. So students, we have to talk about any other animals who and which migrate to my new places. Yes, of course, there are many mammals, we can see other animal except birds that migrates, like insect, amphibians, and reptile, fish, and the mammals. So all these animals except birds, they do migrate from to new place in order to look for the food, and in order to have better shelter. So there are animals do also migrate. So D number is, what do scooters dive underwater for? So scooters dive underwater for in order to fetch shellfish from the ocean floor, and they can this some birds for up to a few minutes for search and feed on their prey. And the E number, which birds travel up and down instead of going north to south. So they are all mountain birds. In the text we have studied, and I have read in the text, students. There are all mountain birds, such as brindles, it's titmice in the mountain, chickadees, and travel, and we have and down instead of going north to south. They migrate from high altitude. So all these birds always migrates from the high altitude. And F number is, what is the partial migration of birds? So what do you mean by partial? Means half migration, not completely, but half of the birds migrate, but half of them don't migrate. This is what we call uh, partial migration. So it is a phenomena I have written where not it's not necessary or compulsory, not all individual, sorry, it's individual of bird species migrates, birds only migrates, but some don't migrate. And next is, why can sea turns not stay long in water? Yes, why can sea turns not stay in water? It's because they become waterlogged, and their feather gets saturated with water, with results in making it difficult for them to fly properly. So they need to keep moving and find solid resting as for such land of purchase. So this is the reason. And H number is, how do birds feed themselves during their journey, and how do they feed themselves during the time of migration during their journey. And here is the answer. Now, birds, they feed themselves during their journey by staying different places, and to search food and rest. So this is in this way they do feed themselves, staying somewhere and taking rest. They keep themselves alive on different food sources such as berries, insects, seeds, and also many other sources which they find available. So during the time of migration, students birds always stay somewhere at a favorable place and to have food and shelter and take rest. So during their journey, they have berries and insect, seeds, and all these other things they feed themselves and whatever they find available, better resources they use for their feeding. The last one, what are the sign of birds flying in the night sky? What are the sign of birds? If you have experienced or you have, seen such type of seen sometime. So let us see. So what is the sign of that one? So there can be either chattering noise or birds sometime. They can be seen when they cross in front of moonlight. When there is a completely moonlight in the night, at the time we can see flying and a flock of birds flying in front of the moon. So it's very clearly we can see, and we can also hear the chattering noise of the birds when they usually fly in a large group. Watching them during moonlight can be more effective if you have to count the number of birds. So students, I think moonlight is the main factor and is the main thing where it can be main effective also if you have to hear the birds sound and if you have to see the bird and count them. So it's all about your exercise C number question and answer. Now move to the next exercise. So let's see. We have D number students. You might have seen or heard by animals migrating to new place. So what could be the reason for animals to migrate? Discuss. So here in exercise D, students, we have heard and you might have heard about the migration of animals to new places. So what could be the reason behind their migration? And we have to discuss. And I have written the answer and have a look at the answer. So here is the answer. So in D number exercise and students migration is a kind of it's a phenomena we can say natural phenomena which we see in various animal and bird species and we have talked about birds but here and can animals also migrate to new place and what is the reason behind that we have to discuss. There can be many reasons behind animal migration. They can travel long distances. One of the main reason of migration is to find a better shelter and good food. Particularly in winter time, students we often see animals migrating to new places from colder area to hot area, and from upper hill to and plain and dry region. And most of the time, we see animals migrating and good food particularly in winter season as during winter time many animals migrate to region where there are enormous resources. Where they found enormous resources keep themselves alive. Another reason can be related to animal breeding. Another reason can be behind the migration is breeding also, because the animal always wants to have good and a favorable environment for their breeding time and the nesting and raising their young baby, and so that they can raise their baby carefully. And climate and the weather change can also be the another reason. Most probably the climate change and the weather may be the another reason for their migration. Animals don't bear too hot and that cold climates, and they can't bear too much hot and too much cold climate. So in order to avoid all these unfavorable conditions, they often migrate. By migrating, They can find more suitable place and food which helps to survive them. And thus migration of animals is never ending phenomena. It will be continue till the life exists on the earth. So this is the answer of D number. So I have written here, students, and you can write from here. Now students, next one is, let's see. It's a grammar part, students, and very important grammar part, that connectives. Sorry, it's not connective, but we have exercise one. Complete the sentences below with the correct alternative from the bracket. So in the bracket, there are some alternative that you have to choose the best one. So here we have number one. Even though I we I we have even though we have different ideology, or we have similar ideology, we are intimate friends. So first one is, we have different ideology, we are intimate friend. In this B number, despite our efforts, we couldn't establish a hospital in the village. And C number again, even though the film was very popular, it was a commercial failure. And D number is, I enjoy all the luxuries of life despite that I grew up in remote village. E number, I watched a late night movie, however, I don't feel sleepy in the morning class. And I watched a late, yes, next one, F number, even though scientists have made lots of research, there is no evidence of life on Mars. So G number, in spite of I can't even score excellent marks in the exam. So another is, my room was burgled, although I had looked it securely before going out. And the I number, I called Siddhartha several times. In spite of, it's in spite of, you know it's a but he did not respond. So all these are the connectors, all these are called, students, connector. We will have separate video about all these the connectors we will discuss. Now next one. We have last is J number, even though we had not invited them, they came to the party. Yes, they came to the party. So all these connectors we have discussed here. And the next one is B exercise, that is, join the following pairs of sentences with the connectives. Now all again the connectives are here, that I have already told you. We are discussing in this grammar part is the what connectives given in the bracket. So here are some connective, students, given in bracket, the like, although, in spite of. So as already I discussed, all these connective shows always unexpected results. So these are the words which are used to express, and these always express unexpected result. So here is first one. I was really exhausted means tired. I could not sleep well. So although is a connective here, so we have to join. We can write in this way. Although I was really exhausted, I could not sleep well. You only need to put although, okay, here, and you have to join these words and join these sentences. And the B number, she didn't meet the requirement, she was shortlisted for the job. So here is the word connective, in spite of. So I have written in this way, in spite of not meeting the requirement, she was shortlisted for the job. So you can join by using in spite of not meeting the requirement. Students, you can write in this way. And C number, I decided to work for the company. uh, the pay was quite low. Here is the word what, even though. You only need to put here join these sentences with even though. You don't need to do nothing extra, but only you have to put here even though. And D number is we lost the match. We had prepared for the match really well yet. Okay, yet we lost the match. We had prepared for the match really well. D number, Deepisha completed her assignment again. The word is despite she had badly injured her hand. So you can write Deepisha completed her assignment despite having badly injured her hand. And F number, Kirpa exercises every day. She is gaining weight, however. So, however, is another one connectors, and you can write here. You can connect these sentences. Kripa exercises every day. However, she is gaining weight. And Barcelona won the match. They went limited to 10 players. They were limited to 10 players. Nevertheless, you know, Barcelona won the match. They were limited to 10 players. S number, while I love to watch cricket. Okay, while my brother loves to watch football. Now he had not gone to the bed until, in spite of not having gone to the bed until he woke up early in the morning. Next one. So here last one is he was selected for the school team. He had not played well. So again connector although. So he was selected for the school although he had not played well. So it's all about your connectives that we used in grammar, and students we have a last exercise that is writing too. So here in writing to a large number of youths and professionals live in Nepal and migrate abroad. Each year, write an essay expressing your opinion about the impact of such migration. Also include suggestions and solution to the problem caused by the migration. So you have to discuss. You have to write an essay about the migration of youth, and also you have to write about its suggestion and its impact of migration on nation. So I have written in short, students have a look at. So here I have written a writing too about the migration. Yes, students. Nowadays the migration has become a popular trend in Nepal, with a large number of young and skilled people leaving the country every year to look for the best career in other countries. During migration can be beneficial for them, but on the other hand it has many drawbacks challenging and both for migrants and the nation. So students, now it has become a trend. As you know, all the youth and the young generation are going abroad to look for better career and to look for a good job. So it can be beneficial students, and it can have also bad impact on our nation also, and drawbacks also. There can be drawbacks. So the biggest impact of migration is that our highly skilled young generation are going out, and because of this our nation is lacking is skilled people. Obviously I will have adverse impact on it will have adverse impact on our economy development and our country. Definitely will face the loss of these skilled hands in many sectors. So because of this migration, students, all the skilled people and the professional are going out, they are leaving our nation, and because of this our nation is lacking of the skilled people and laborious people. And second thing, and our nation will definitely is facing the loss of the skilled in many sectors like healthcare sectors, industries, banking sectors. There are so many sectors where our country is facing a lacking of all these. skilled people, and for that we can't hire the people skilled people from other country, but the skilled people we have in our own country, they are going out. It's because of the government policy, and they are not and creating the environment of opportunity. They are not creating and not creating new startups in the nation. So they have to encourage the industries, entrepreneurship. There are so many ways in using resources, and this way we can keep our skilled people, and we can give them the opportunity in our nation. And on the other hand, students, the economic impact of Nepal, yes, as I told you, that it has, the money sent by the migrants work equally contribute. Yes, it can be beneficial when they send money to the our nation back, and it, company economy, eliminating poverty and boosting people incomes and their lifestyle also. So this remittance money from remittance will definitely will eliminate the poverty and will boost their life of living standard of common people, and it looks it will have a sound and better lifestyle. But on the other side, students, there is also uh, we can see drawbacks like a separation of family due to the migration may have emotional and psychological impact. So there can be an impact of emotional and the psychological impact on the family, particularly on children and the parents left behind. And in whole, we can say students, migration of young people, have many impact on the country, including brain drain, the economic implications and the social impact also. So to eliminate and to tackle all the challenges, our country has to focus on skilled hands, and it's essential to create an environment, as I told you already, that they should create an environment that offers them attractive opportunity within the Nepal, and by promoting entrepreneurship, new startups, and innovation, and introducing new technology to the nation. So this is all suggestion, and it's a drawback how we have discussed here, and this is all. And the government should take a good initiative in order to keep our skilled people within the nation. So this is how I have written, students. You can write from here. So it's all about today's videos and today's lesson, students. With this, students, I come to an end of today's lesson. We will be back again in the next video, where we will discuss a new chapter, new exercises. Till then, keep watching my videos, subscribe, like, share my videos.